miles per hour. Pretty impressive, especially considering this truck only goes about 8, like Hillary was saying. So that's fun. Hopefully we won't have to outrun a rhino. But I am seeing some more animals over here on our right-hand side. Guys, look over here at the sandy brown antelope here standing behind this log. These are the greater kudu. They're the second tallest antelope in Africa. Now those are the females that you see there. The females do not have horns, although the males typically do. Beautiful, beautiful animals. Kind of look like deer. A little bit bigger than deer though. I'll go a little bit further so you can find anything else in the forest here. I do see some movement over on the left-hand side here. Hold on, I'm gonna come around the other side of these trees. Okay, guys, look back there. See that copper-colored antelope way back on the left-hand side? Those are bongos. Bongos are known as ghosts of the forest because they are so rarely seen. They have horns that slope backwards on their head, allow them to travel very easily and swiftly through the forest. And you can kind of see those horns crossing in the back there. The bongos with the crossed horns, those are females. They'll go kind of crisscross in the back, whereas the male's horns kind of stick out to the side. And we are going to continue up ahead towards the Safi River. Great place to see some hippos, maybe even some crocodiles out here. Never know what we'll see. We'll look around the river edge. They typically like to hang out there though. Oh, and I do see one. If you guys look in the right-hand corner there is a hippo in the water. Hippos spend much of their days submerged underwater. Helps keep them nice and cool, actually, since it does get very hot here in Africa. Hippos can actually spend up to 8 minutes at a time underwater. Now, they are excellent swimmers, but they do like to walk along the bottom of the river when possible. Look pretty graceful, too. Now, there are quite a few vultures over there. Oh, and there is another hippo over on our left-hand side. There's actually 2 of them over there. And as that one came out of the water, you might have noticed he wiggled his ears. Hippos' ears do rotate on their head, much like a horse's do, actually. They're actually known as the water horse. There's actually quite a few of them up here. Hold on. I'll pull up for you guys. Get a nice closer look. Now, also on our left-hand side, those large birds that you see on the island, those are pink-backed pelican. Pink-backed pelican get their name during the mating season when their backs are nice and pink in color. And you see these hippos floating alongside. Look at that. That's pretty cool. They're just going to follow us down the river, it seems. They'll kind of push off the bottom and keep walking along. Go around the other side here. Even more vultures now. Kind of an ominous sight. Some beautiful waterfalls down there. Oh, guys. Coming up, if you look down and to the left, you'll see some Nile crocodile. Now, a Nile crocodile kangaroo is about 20 feet long, run about 12 miles per hour. Quite an intimidating sight down there, especially since the ones are swimming. Now, do stay seated, though, because it's going to get pretty bumpy over this bridge. I would hate to lose anybody to the crocs. They can actually crush with a power of up to 2,000 pounds per square inch. Crazy intimidating. Yeah, not my favorite animals out here. And I'm just glad we made it over that bridge okay. I would hate to go swimming with those crocs. Now, we are going to continue over towards the savannah, though. It's a great place to see lots of larger animals like elephants or giraffes. We usually have some pretty good luck out here. Now, I personally would love to see a giraffe. Do any other giraffe fans back there? A few of you? Oh, good. I'm in good company then. We'll try to find them up ahead. You guys look over on our right-hand side coming up. Notice this strange-looking tree. This is a baobab tree. Baobab trees are also known as upside-down trees because it looks like someone took it and turned it right upside down. And that's because the baobab tree does remain leafless up to 9 months of the year to help conserve water. They're so good at it, in fact, you'll often see elephants trying to get inside the trunks, get the water found there. Now keep those cameras ready because we are coming up on one of my favorite views here on the savannah. Is the opening shot of the savannah here. Look at that view, especially on such a nice day like today. Beautiful to look out across the grassland for miles and miles, see what's gathering there. Oh, and I do see some Ankoli cattle way out in the distance there. Oh, as well as some giraffes. Don't worry, we'll be able to get a lot closer to them here shortly, though. Now, the savannah is known as the superhighway here in Africa because so many species gather here. And all those species actually contribute to the landscape that you see. You'll often see elephants bulldozing over old trees. That's why you see a lot of these fallen logs here in the middle of the savanna. Oh, as well as some white-bearded wildebeest. Now, giraffes like to pick at those high leaves up in the trees. This allows sunlight to come and helps the grass grow really nice and tall. And that tall grass is a really nice hiding place for predators. But we are going to come up really nice and close to these wildebeest here on our right-hand side. Wildebeest is actually Afrikaans for wild beast. They get that name because their face looks slightly menacing, kind of like a mask actually. They're just laying down in the grass over here. You might notice the black stripes along their side. This allows them to blend into the tall grasses and hide from predators actually. They're also known as the gnu after the sound that they make. Kind of sounds like new. Pull up a little bit. Oh, and that's because there is more animals over on our left-hand side. You guys look back on the left, see those sable antelope back there with the long horns. Sables are actually the emblem here at Harambe. You can see it on our logo. Now that small antelope there with the black stripe and the little bit lighter coloring, that is a springbok. And that springbok is actually full grown. They'll only grow to about 3 feet tall, although they can leap up to 11 feet in the air.
Wow.
Pretty impressive. They kind of look like giant bunny rabbits when they travel across the savanna. It's actually called pronking. We'll just hop along. Last few of those wildebeest. We'll go around the other side here. Now you might have noticed these strange looking mounds on either side of the truck. This one that looks like a tower right next to us on our left. Those are termite mounds. Termite mounds are as hard as concrete. Elephants actually like to use them as scratching posts because they are so hard. They'll back up against them and rub alongside. And as those termite mounds get worn down, you'll often see antelope like those sables getting on top of them. They like to use them as lookout posts, look out across the savanna, see if they can find those predators hiding in those tall grasses actually. Oh, and there are those Ankoli cattle hiding up in the trees with the giraffes actually. Come up a little bit closer here. So giraffes are the tallest animals in the world. They can grow about 20 feet tall. Although females will be a little bit shorter, about 15, 16 feet tall. And a little bit of perspective on how big those giraffes get actually. Giraffes are as tall as a Nile crocodile is long, both about 20 feet. Pretty scary to think about. I don't want to know that those crocs are as big as a giraffe. And it looks like we are stopped up ahead. A giraffe might have crossed the road a little bit further up ahead, and it might have stopped in the middle of the road actually. Happens from time to time. The animals are free range here, so they love to cross in front of the trucks. And they're kind of like kids. They'll just stop and like look back at you like they know what they're doing. It's like they do it on purpose. It's pretty funny. Is this anybody's first time on safari? A few of you? Well, this is just proof that every single safari is different. You never know what the animals are going to do out here. We'll come over on the side here. You guys look on the right-hand side. You'll see at least one giraffe, although it looks like here comes a few more. And there's Ankoli cattle up there with the really long horns. Oh, there's quite a few giraffes, actually. It looks like there's a whole tower, including, it looks like a few baby giraffes, guys. Oh my gosh. When giraffes are born, they're about 6 feet tall, actually. Yeah, there's one on the top of the hill and one kind of bending over eating, it looks like. Now these are Maasai giraffes. You can tell by their spot pattern. Maasai's kind of have an irregular spot pattern. Almost looks like lace. Beautiful, beautiful animals. And those Ankoli cattle over there, those horns can grow about 5 feet long, about 20 inches in diameter at the base. And they might appear to be very, very heavy, but they're actually not. They're hollow in the inside, kind of like honeycomb. Keeps their blood circulating nicely, keeps them nice and cool. I will give you guys another view at the edge of this road over here of those giraffes. They're super, super cool. Oh, and look at that baby giraffe. He's kind of looking at you as we go by. Oh my gosh, how cute. That is absolutely adorable. Now you guys look over on the left-hand side, there is another giraffe right along the other side, eating in the trees. Giraffes will actually eat up to 16 hours of the day. And because they eat so much, their tongues are actually black in color. This keeps their tongues from getting sunburnt while they eat all day long. Now we are going to continue up ahead towards elephant country though. You will see another view of those giraffes back in that right-hand corner. There's one up by that baobab tree actually. Oh, and I do see an elephant up ahead, guys. Hold on. He's going to come up on our right-hand side here in a second. I will come up a little bit and give you guys a nice view of this elephant here. And that is a male elephant. Male elephants are often seen off on their own like this. They like to separate themselves from the rest of the herd. You might see him flapping his ears there. He does that to help himself keep cool. Creates a nice air circulation back behind his head, kind of like a giant fan actually. Yes, he is a very large elephant. They'll actually eat up to 300 pounds of food a day. It's a lot of eating. I might be able to come around the other side here and get you guys a better view of him. Hold on. This road has been closed for a while, and I have a feeling he has something to do with it. Look at that. Big, big elephant over there. Now you can tell he's an African elephant by his ears. They're actually the shape of Africa if you look closely. Whereas Indian elephant ears kind of look like a triangle, a lot smaller. They'll also be seen tossing dirt and sand on their backs. Creates a natural sunscreen. They have very sensitive skin, actually. Now we will go up ahead so we can catch up to the rest of the herd. But because that road is closed, I'll have to go up the other side here. And that means, oh, no, never mind. I thought we'd have to wait at a traffic light, but it's green. We're good to go. Oh, but I forgot about this bridge. All right, so it's a little old and rickety. Makes some weird sounds. We'll be okay, though. We're just going to go nice and slow over it. I've been over 100 times, nothing bad. Oh my gosh, oh no, I'm gonna lean to your right, lean to your right. Okay, we're getting out of here. Oh no, that wasn't so fun. Everybody okay back there? We didn't lose anybody, did we? Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry about that. That never happens. Well, if we didn't lose anybody, then we don't have to tell the warden, okay? Secret's safe with me. All right, I'm never going back over there again. We are coming through the red clay pits. I do see some test marks along the wall. That's a good sign. Elephants like to eat that red clay, gain the minerals found there. Very beneficial. See if you can find those elephants up ahead though. Oh, and there is one over on the left here. Hold on. Now, elephants are part of a matriarchal society led by the female. That's why you'll often see that male off alone. And there is one way down on that left-hand side there, kind of blocked by the grass. Beautiful, beautiful animals. I will come around the other side here, see if we can catch up to the rest of the herd here. And I'll try to pick up the radio station too. Sometimes we get it on this side of the reserve. There comes the radio. Oh, I love this song. This song has been on the top 40 for like 30 years. It's great. Now there is another view of that elephant back in the corner, but there are a few more out in the distance there. Hopefully we'll be able to see them here in a second. Now, unfortunately, elephants are very heavily poached though. They're poached for those tusks that you see. Those tusks are made of ivory, very valuable. And because they are so heavily poached, we are focusing our conservation efforts on them. Our researchers have actually been studying their vocal patterns, and have recently discovered that elephants are afraid of bees. Really interesting considering how large these animals are, but it's actually really good news, because as these elephants face habitat loss, they are forced onto human land. So farmers have actually started building beehive fences around their land to keep the elephants out and keep humans safe. And also those farmers are able to benefit from the honey that the bees produce. Really cool little natural balance there. And it looks like they're on the other side of the baobab tree. I might be able to pull around the other side of the watering hole here, get another look, but I do see a flamboyance of greater flamingo right here on our left-hand side. Greater flamingo are one of the lightest colored species of flamingo in the world. When they're born, they're actually a light gray color, and as they eat those sea creatures, they'll turn nice and pink. Those sea creatures like brine shrimp contain keratin, Give them that vibrant coloring, actually. You can see it a little bit better on the tips of their wings there. Oh, and there are the elephants over on the left. Hold on. I'll pull up here and give you guys a look. You can kind of see them back there. There we are. And it looks like there's a couple adolescents back there too. So cute. Alright, we'll go on to the other side of the reserve here though, so you can find anything else up ahead.